I'm at Grace Church Road. I went to Waynesboro to bring this man down to this address, and now he's trying to force his way into a house. I'm afraid to move my vehicle. They're fighting in there.
It's inside the house now?
Yeah.
You have your doors locked?
It's open. I'm in a van.
You need to make yourself safe, okay? Even if you've got to drive away from there to get away from him and close that and lock that door. Do that for me now, please.
Okay, wait a minute.
Hey guys, welcome to the live. How you doing? Adam is running a little bit late. Just basically as we're gonna go live, he said he's gonna be about 10 minutes late. So we were debating on if we were gonna do our live tonight. I mean, there is a bunch of documents with regards to Brian Kohberger. Just a lot of them, you know, is just gonna be repetitiveness. Remember about all the searches and that they were doing. There is a few things that are, you know, interesting, of course, in it. But before we get started, hey, Grandma Watches, how are you? Hey, Streamlabs, how are you? Freckle Joy is in the house. Precious Metal, Boston Christian, and let's see, Jerry Jones and Jess Bobbin, and let's see, a bunch of roses and flowers and hearts, or flowers and hearts. Yeah, how's everyone doing in chat tonight? Yeah, what is today? Tuesday, you guys? Okay. So yeah, you know, like I said, Adam's running a few minutes late, so YOLO, right? Okay, so again, we're just gonna get into some of these documents. We're not like, we'll scroll down through them, but most of them are going to be repetitive, and you know, again, to do with Google, TikTok, all the different ones. So we say, I know, isn't it? Yeah. And the thing was, is that I said, he's like, do you want to do the live for 7? And I said, do you want to do 6:45? He's like, yeah, that will work. And then of course he's like, I'm running 10 minutes behind. But it's all good, right? Hey, Belinda, how are you? Okay. Well, you know, I'll make the screen bigger so you guys can see. And we'll just get into some of the main points here. So, of course, Latah County Prosecutor's Office, and these are documents for Brian Kohberger, and of course, all the different things that they were asking for. So let's see here. So comes now the state of Idaho by and through the Latah County Prosecuting Attorney's Office, and respectfully gives notice to the court and council that the state has become aware of a potential Brady-Giglio material related to one of the officers involved in the above referenced case. That material, in the form of a confidential internal affairs investigation, is hereby submitted in camera to the court. The state intends to disclose this information to defendants' counsel, but because this information is confidential and exempt from public disclosure pursuant to the Idaho Code 74106, Personnel Records of State. Let's see here. Respectfully praised for the issuance of a protective order pursuant to the Idaho Criminal Rule 16, preventing defense counsel from disseminating the information contained in the internal affairs investigation, absent further order of the court. Now, let's just take a quick boo here. Okay, so the Brady Rule, named after the Brady versus Maryland, requires the prosecutors to disclose material, exculpatory information in the government's possession to the defense. Well, obviously, it's in this case, it's Brian Kohberger. What is it, Giglio? This means that the prosecution is obligated to disclose all information and material that may be used to impeach the credibility of a witness. Okay, so bottom line is that there's obviously right, that an officer that obviously they're investigating with regards to information. So that's probably one of the main things that probably stands out in all these documents. Um, let's see the protective order. So the above matter having come before the court pursuant to the state's notice of the Brady disclosure and a request for protective order, the court having reviewed the same and good cause appearing, it is hereby ordered that the state shall disclose the documents appended under seal to the state's notice of Brady disclosure and request for protective order filed on March 27th, 2023, and today's 28th. Okay. Pursuant to ICR 16, it is further ordered that not to disclose the documents or the contents thereof unless authorized by the court. And then this is just simply showing that Ann Taylor, whatever I do hereby certify that all full and true correct copies of foregoing, basically that it's sent to these people, Ann Taylor and William Thomas Jr. And okay, so that's pretty much for that. Let me come back over to chat here. Hey, Alexa. Oh, I don't know why people. Yeah, I mean, I sure wasn't going crazy over it. I mean, it was like, okay. Everyone is going nuts over this. I have seen this before. Basically, they're investigating. I think you would say an officer is probably changed or forgot to disclose. I have a feeling it might have to do with the PCA. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what, Alexa? I think the problem here lies is that um, with Brian Kohberger, right? Really, it's just kind of like all these little tidbits coming out. So this was probably the biggest piece of the pie of this paperwork of the 82 documents to do with anything. And so everyone is going to focus on the Brady-Giglio thing because really in all the documents that this is pretty much, it. Again, Adam and myself we were just deciding, like, hey, do you want to do a live on this? I mean, but I thought, you guys like to, come in and join us and have some chats and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, let's do a live. Let's see here. Sorry, guys, just 1 second. Just checking something out. Okay. And let's stop screen here. Hello, close up. And I'm gonna present the screen. And is this no? That's not what I want. I want this. Yeah, this is what I want. Okay. And yeah, hey guys, is ever all in chat here right now? Okay, so let me make this bigger as well. Let's see. So this was like, 82 pages. Let's see, in the district court. I'm not going to read these all, guys. Don't worry. I'm not going to bore you that much. In the district court of the Second Judicial District of State of Idaho. Let's see. I mean, basically, of course, it's, like the documents contain highly intimate facts of statements or publication of which would be highly objectionable to a reasonable person. Documents contain facts or statements that might threaten the safety or endanger your life. The courts reviewed the records, considered the arguments presented, weighed in the interest of privacy and public disclosure, and announced its findings of the fact. Basically, everything we kind of know. Search warrant. Let's see. Based on the motion to seal the search warrant and related documents filed here in the court, does hereby confirm that the order that the affidavit for search warrant, including any exhibit search warrant, return of search warrant, including any exhibits and inventories, items of seized, and order are confidential, exempt from disclosure, are sealed pursuant to the Idaho Court Administration Rule for the reasons in the stated motion. Let's see. For temporary order sealing warrant and related documents, including the affidavit for search warrant, then the exhibit, same thing. Deprive him of a fair trial. Heaven forbid that should happen. Yeah, we want him to have a good, nice, fair trial, and we want his butt to get roasted in there. So I'm not gonna read all this. So you have let's see, Google services based on the motion to seal the search warrant and with the documents here in the court does hereby confirm and order that the affidavit search warrants, blah 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 blah. And inventories and MCs in order of confidential exempt for disclosure are sealed pursuant. Okay. Sealed. Same thing. Let's see. Same thing. Google. It's all the same thing. Google. I mean, honestly, it's just, it's boring, is what it is. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. We're gonna move on rather quickly from this, to be honest with you. And inventories and continue in detailed account of the property taken by me and the officers. Yeah. What does this say? Okay, we already read some of this stuff before. The warrant was served January 25th. Download data and inventory was prepared. Blah, blah, blah. Google, let's see here. Anything? Nope. It's all blank, right? See, this is all really like a lot of the same stuff we saw before. Remember, with the blanks in it. Let's see here. Google messages. Okay, just anything to do with Google, YouTube, Hangouts and chats, Android, Google. I mean, I honestly, let's see here, 7 days, business hours. I just can't believe to like read all this stuff. Oh, TikTok. Okay, let's see here. What does TikTok say? This matter came before the court on March 14th. Same stuff. The documents are contained are highly same stuff. You guys, this is just like, I'm just gonna scroll down it because I never scrolled down the whole thing. Did you guys already see this? Most of you guys, anyway. I mean, like I said, it came out a few hours ago. We were just kind of debating if we were going to do a live on it because, like I said, the biggest thing out of this all was the Brady-Giglio protective order. By whom? On December 3rd, I obtained a search warrant for TikTok. TikTok. Yeah. What are we at? 42 already? I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just boring. It's just all the same stuff we kind of looked at before. Basically, them telling us that they're sealing everything because it's got personal and all that information, of course. And I'm just double checking as I go down. What does this say? Yeah, and that stuff we saw before in the other paperwork. Twitter. Tweet Twitter. Tweet Twitter. I don't know. You guys, I'm not gonna, like I said, this is just all repetitive 82. This is from, by the way, this is from like the docket. He's on Twitter. So if you have Twitter and docket is a really good person that when it comes to like the paperwork and stuff like that, he's usually like right on the ball with the different paperwork if you're into like the whole like Lori Vallow stuff. And I'm not into that one anymore. I used to watch it. Could care less. What's this? This is the Brady disclosure. Okay. Yeah, that was just the last part of it. Okay, that was just the last 4 ones that we had just kind of gone over. Alrighty. Has anyone heard Delphi will be televised? Has anyone heard Delphi will be televised? Are you asking that, or are you saying it will be? No. I personally, yeah, no, this won't happen until like 2024 for sure. You know how it goes. You know, I mean, we have Kagan Klein's thing on Thursday coming up here. Yes, asking. Yeah. I highly doubt it will be for Diamond Eyes myself. I know that there's this new thing, and maybe over time things will pop up more. I mean, I would love it if it was televised, but I don't know. I don't think it will be. Do you guys think it will be? Hey, Adam.
Hey, sorry. My iPad chose to do an update literally like right as we were getting ready to go on.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? We went over you know what? We're not going to go over the paperwork anymore because we literally just did. And the 82 pages is boring as anything.
Absolutely.
It's just the repetitive stuff of sealing stuff of,
Right.
for the same thing. And other than that, right, again, the only big thing out of this was the Brady and Giglio protective order,
Right.
which you're talking
Yeah.
about.
And I'm sure you went over it already, but I mean, I know that, we talked about it, but I was confused by some of some of the documents were like dated in January or February. And I was like, why are these just seem repetitive? But
Yeah.
the Brady thing was interesting. I don't know what you said about it, but I mean, I found the thing about it interesting was one, it could be just that they are crossing their T's and dotting their I's, or it could be that they found that an officer lied or is under investigation for something nefarious when it comes to like writing in search warrant affidavit or a probable cause affidavit. So I mean, that's the kind of stuff a case can get thrown out on, but that's the worst case scenario.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, he probably forgot to disclose something. I don't know. And who knows?
Right. Well, I mean, clearly there is, legally the prosecution has to disclose stuff like this. Like I said, it could just be them crossing their T's and dotting their I's, which I would assume it is. But I mean, it could be more significant, only if it is.
Yeah.
I was watching Brian and Inton talk about it with a legal expert from Law and Crime, and they kind of were saying the same thing that we'd kind of figured from it.
Yeah. Basically, we're really not here to talk too much about Brian Kohberger. We're just here more to entertain you guys for a little bit. Because we can talk about whatever. There's lots of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And just little different things all over the place. But as for the Brian Kohberger thing, I mean, I don't know, again, like there was the talk about the house, how some of the people were, some of the families were unhappy about it being torn down. Other family members were not having an issue with it. Just different little tidbits. News Nation likes to drop little tidbits, just to keep it, the talk going, basically.
Are you talking about the Brady thing?
No, I was just talking about. I was kind of over the Brady thing over it already.
Yeah.
Actually, I was just talking about the family members for the house being torn down and stuff. Like meaning that there's a bunch of little tidbits from News Nation that Ashley Banfield and that kind of keep dropping. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been sold on any of it. Enough to do a video on it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
They turned my video with it's funny because I uploaded the video to do with that the shooting in Nashville there, and then I was just playing kind of like the briefing with the video up in the corner, but turned it off the volume, and then of course it turned yellow. So of course I go back and edit it. Sometimes with Google YouTube you have to like edit it, and then you just change like your title for a minute, and then it turns it green. So it turned it green, and I only had 4 minutes of the clip left, and I was like, whatever. And then all of a sudden I see it come in saying, we're deeming this content is above 18. And then they turned it yellow, and I'm like, really? Like
it's funny. I'm sorry. I mean, I know I was uploading a short earlier today that was basically just kind of explaining what an Amber Alert is, and the criteria that something has to meet in order to be deemed an Amber Alert, and kind of how the system works as an overview. And because, when you upload a short, you can't pick the thumbnail, it drives me insane. And so, because it just randomly picks something from the video, and sometimes it's a blank screen. And so I usually make it private, and then I upload it like 3 times, and like usually one of them is a good thumbnail.
Yeah.
And they had the exact same title, exact same everything. 2 of them were yellow, and 1 was green.
Okay, so I'm going to stop you right there. Don't be doing that. I'll tell you why. You don't be doing that.
Okay.
Did you delete the ones that were yellow?
Oh, of course.
Of course. So those are counting against you now.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me teach you a lesson on that one, because I learned it myself, apparently. When you upload a video, and I've had ones do the same thing, Adam. I've had literally one that was 10 minutes long be green, and the same part of that one be 4 minutes and be yellow. So when you upload a video and you choose it, right? If you delete it, then that literally stays in your thing as almost like a little mark against you. So now, so if you keep doing that, they're not going to give you freaking green light. You're going to always get yellows most of the time for your videos. So what you want to do is request a review or just edit it so that it's nothing burger till it turns green, and then delete it.
Well, that's what I did. I edited the title, even though it had the exact same title. 1 was green, 1 was yellow, but I just edited it. But then I just picked the thumbnail I like best and uploaded that and deleted the other one.
But you can't be doing that with the yellows.
All right.
Yeah. I'll teach you that, because it's just lessons learned. Because you're going to find yourself with like 20 odd yellows that it's going to say you deleted this video. You're not picking your content properly. And then it's going to start making all your stuff
even if you don't make it public, even if it's only
stupid.
Private.
It's stupid, Adam. Trust me, it's been a learning experience and a headache with YouTube. Honestly, it's like you have to sit there with your thumb in your mouth and sit there and be like a baby sookie when it comes to certain things. It's ridiculous. That's why when I seen like Ictmail, and ones like that playing it and stuff like that, and I think Duty Ron came on, I'm just like it makes you wonder in your head, like, are they getting away with it? If you go watch their thing, does it have a 18 plus on it? Considering mine wasn't even talking, anyways.
I always set mine to, not made for kids, but.
Well, no, yeah, that's just a given. But as for the yellow thing, I'm going to have to teach you on that one, because you don't want to be
of course
just deleting them. Yeah. Hey, Vertical Brain, how are you? I did my first live a couple Sundays ago.
Who? Oh, Sleuth. What rumor might Deb have heard? I was looking at Diamond Eyes thing. It says, where's Deb? She might have heard the rumor. What rumor? I want to know a rumor. I'm kidding.
Was it about the live, you guys? About if they were Adam, do you think that they're gonna have cameras for Delphi? I don't.
Well, it becomes statewide, and it becomes an option statewide May 1st.
Right, option. Well,
I'll see. You know what? I would say that because I don't know, it's hard. Delphi. I mean, Carroll County is a small courtroom, but if there's ever been a case with public interest, it's this one. And because of the size of the courtroom, you could argue that both ways. One, it's harder to outfit it with cameras, even though it already is basically.
Yeah.
And two, you could also look at it as, because there's not very many seats. I think there's like 60 seats total. That could mean, there's going to be a lot of media outlets pushing for this case to be televised. Because think about it.
Yeah.
This is going to be ratings gold for, and not that it should, but it's going to be ratings gold for Court TV, Law and Crime, anyone that's going to stream it.
Exactly.
And so, because there are not a lot of seats in the courtroom, people are going to push really hard to get it televised. And it's just going to be up to Fran Gohl, the judge, because once it's statewide legal, then it's up to the judge's discretion.
Yeah.
Exactly, Diamond. And thank goodness that Indiana does not have the same option that Ohio does, where they allow every single witness to opt in or out of being recorded, because that was
Right.
That's
horrid. Ridiculous.
Yeah, and it made the trial so difficult and disjointed to watch. And that was a case that I was very, very interested in.
I remember there was a case. Which one was it? I just remember that they gave them the option, and I'm like, really?
That was that one, Pike County. It was the 8 family members that were all unalived in 3 different houses on one night. And the second person that's going to trial for that is, I believe, going to trial early next year, is what I've heard. So hopefully they learn from their mistakes of last time. But no, I don't know. I have a feeling there will be cameras in the courtroom for Delphi. I do.
You think that there will be? Hey, Daniel, how are you?
I mean, it's completely up to the judge, like I said, but there are going to be media outlets that are pushing really hard for it. And I feel like she's a fair judge, and I think that out of transparency, she may allow it, but who knows? I could be completely wrong. Who knows when we'll see the trial happen?
I was going to say, who knows when we'll see the trial happen, and by that time, maybe it will. Who knows?
Right. Well, we should know, and we should know well before then, because I would assume there's going to be a motion to allow them or not allow them by the June appearance, probably.
Yep. Thursday is Kagan Klein's. What time is it at? 10?
10 a.m. Right.
10 a.m.
And
yeah.
I wonder how long it'll last, because I would expect it to be. I don't know.
What you doing, Daniel? We're just on here for not too long, to be honest with you. Not sure if you want to come on and pop on with us for a few minutes, maybe like 20 minutes, or not. If you want to, just let me know. If not, that's all good. Just come hang for a minute. But nice to always see you, buddy. I know I didn't watch it, but I had only just seen it for a couple of minutes that you had put out a video with regards to the Brian Kohberger information, which was, for the most part, just a nothing burger.
Unless it is.
unless it is a burger. Oh, you guys, and don't forget Friday, okay, at 9 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. Pacific time, and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be on Crime Scene to Courtroom. We're going to be on John's channel again, doing the Nicola Bully case. So make sure you guys set your reminders for that if you care to come watch that. Let's see, not much editing. Check out, not much editing, just turned in. What did you think of the ending? Oh, let me go to it.
Right.
Because I got bored as I was scrolling down.
And page 73 is the Brady stuff.
The Brady one? Is that the Brady one that we went? Oh, okay.
It's page 73, and then the protective order over it, I think, is page 81 and 82.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So that's when I had read it, the start of it.
Because I read the whole thing, and then those 4 pages are the ones that I sent you that I screenshot because they were the significant ones.
No, I don't know. What do you think? What did you think of it? Really, at the end of the day, just Adam.
Like I said, I think that my first impression of it. Of course, I'm not a lawyer, but my understanding of it was, it's most likely the prosecution crossing their T's and dotting their I's. And legally, they have to disclose it. But it's only significant if it directly involves an officer that took part in writing the search warrant or an affidavit or a probable cause affidavit, because that is the kind of stuff that can get a case thrown out. But You know,
Alexa
and
said
if
she's
it's an internal investigation, I would think that it's probably something that's ongoing with the particular officer that they're referring to.
Is he a bad boy? Bad boy, what you gonna do?
But you know, but in what way we don't know. You know, I mean, it could be him falsifying things, lying about things completely unrelated to this case. But that because he's also involved in this case, he's implicated, and they had to disclose that. Or it could mean they found he falsified or lied about something directly related to this case.
Oh, I sometimes I forget about them now. To be honest with you, about murder sheets. Like I'm kind of in my own world with other things, and kind of I was forgetting about them. I listened. I think they had, I don't know, they had some sort of one. I think they were talking about Baldwin. I think they were talking about in their
Oh,
one
they're doing a
podcast.
series on Baldwin, I believe. I think
Yeah,
they've had a couple
well,
episodes about him.
Yeah, I mean, he's decent to look at least.
He's a good lawyer.
Yeah, well, like I said, apparently he's a pretty uh, over the top type of lawyer. Which those ones are always fun. Make it interesting, eh?
Right.
What is let's see here. No, there was an investigation into an investigating officer that questions credibility. Giglio has to do with the credibility of the informant, and or if there was a deal or testimony.
It can be a little bit more complex. It can be a little bit more complex than that. I was literally on the phone with a lawyer friend of mine, just making sure that I was correct about like my understanding of Brady-Giglio, whatever it is.
I think they're two different things, but
yeah, they are. There's Brady and there's Giglio, but it's, you know, so the fact that they added the Giglio part of it is, you know, is significant. But I'm still gonna bank on the fact that, you know, it is it's a matter of them crossing their T's and dotting their I's, and this isn't directly related to the case, but it could be.
What's that? What does Daniel mean by that? I think it might be the wolf hunting thing. Not sure what he means by that. Do you? Daniel, what do you mean by that?
Wolf hunting. Yeah.
The wolf hunting thing.
Left to the ones that were left to the fraternities and sororities. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, we'll give a shout out to Big Blue and Jaime. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really, you know, I'm not going to lie, I haven't even been overly paying attention to the Kohberger case that much lately. You know how, yeah, I've kind of been looking more at, like I said, the, you know, Nicola Bully. That's where people are more interested. Like there's so many people covering Idaho.
Right. Yeah. And Daniel, yeah, I mean, it could be something as nominal as that, but, you know, just that because that officer was also involved in this investigation, they have to turn it over. So, and Alexa, Brady things don't normally come from the defense.
Yeah, I'm out of my element talking about stuff I don't know nothing about.
I know quite a bit about Brady violations.
Why?
What? Why? The Adnan Syed case.
The which one?
The Adnan Syed case. And there was another case I looked at that literally the defendant was released from prison because of a Brady violation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, not for him.
Not for him. Nope. Nope. What do you?
He was all about it.
Hey, what do you? Changing topic for a second. What do you think that, like, this actually made me laugh a little bit, but what do you think about the lady that bought a camera from the auction, from the Murdoch auction, and it has basically a bunch of their vacations and memories on it on SIM cards.
I
Can you
mean,
believe that somebody actually didn't even look and go through it? Like, I don't
it's
know.
easy oversight. You know, I mean, the
Easy
humanistic
oversight.
aspect of that is horrible and it's heartbreaking. But I mean, the circus of it all, I mean, it makes perfect sense, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the video of that woman sitting on the couch digging in the cushions as she was looking at the auction? And she was
Oh.
sitting on the couch and she's sitting there going. Someone said it was the opiate shuffle.
Nope, didn't see that one. Let's see here. The firing squad is only in case that they can't get med. Yeah, for Lethan and Jack. Okay, I'm sorry, but that whole firing squad thing is like what it's like. Are we in the caveman days still or something? I don't know. It's like call it something different. I don't know why, but when I think of firing squad, I keep thinking of that. I think I just remember, I don't know what I was watching, but all these people were lined up against a wall, and there was like boom, 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 drop, 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 drop. It was like an
Right.
older movie,
It's like the pew pew game.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
Like here, Russian roulette. Sorry, not this second. Oh, wait a second. No,
I just think
we're
of the
getting
carnival music going ding 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 ding.
It just sounds so archaic to me.
Right.
Here in the like, honestly, when I saw it, I was just too busy laughing instead of thinking it was actually serious. I was like, come on, really?
Right.
Did you guys see the Murdoch sister-in-law buying stuff? Oh no, I didn't. Did you guys see that sister-in-law buying stuff from the auction?
Yeah.
No. Well, she missed the camera. I'll tell you that much.
I mean, she breaks my heart. I mean, still when I think about her testimony, I mean, she really touched me when she testified.
But, I don't think I was watching it then.
Are you? Well, you know, I guess I should clear because I've not seen it. But was it Maggie's sister or one of Randy or oh my goodness,
Alex?
John?
Oh. Which one?
The Alex, other brother's name.
Oh.
Yeah, the other brother's. Drawing a blank, but.
Yeah, I can't. The only one that sticks out in my head was always Randy, I think.
Yeah. John Marvin.
Oh, okay. Alexa is Maggie's sister or brothers? Okay, right. Asking. They should be. Yeah.
If it was Maggie's sister, then that breaks my heart.
Yeah. Siesta time. Take care, Vertigo. Have a good one.
Good night, Vertigo. Kathy Chapin says Maggie's sister. Yeah, that was so sad because I mean, you know, she lost her nephew and her sister, and yeah.
I just think it's so weird that some lady has all the photos of their vacation, and then, do you know what I mean? Like you literally are the big case, and you wind up with all these pictures of, you know, Maggie and Paul and all of them, to be honest with you. So she had only shared 2. I'm amazed. JLR, what the heck were you thinking, dude? Why weren't you on that camera? I wonder if he won his cups. Remember he was running a couple of cups. I never did go back and see if he ever won those or not.
He won a couple cups. Yeah. I mean, think, hey, you know, Richard Allen, you know, processed the pictures from, you know, was it the memory board for Abby? Or for Tara, for Libby?
For Libby, yeah. Well,
think he made copies?
I think I remember seeing where it said that he didn't. I would find that hard to believe. Especially if he was the one, you know, that did it by himself, let's just say. You know, then he'd have to have his memorabilia. I just can't believe. Okay, let me just talk about that for a second. I still, for myself, can't believe that someone would literally dig a little hole in their backyard, you know. You know, it's one thing to go dig a hole somewhere like me, I don't know. I guess if someone thinks that it's safer around their house when that's the first place they're going to look is in your yard and in your home, But I guess maybe
Well,
in their mind, if it's too far out, it's
did he dig the hole, a week later, or was it like
right.
3 years later, and he was like, "Huh, I guess I'm okay."
Yeah, right. I know. Yeah, pretty safe now.
Right.
I mean,
He was like, I went and told him I was there 3 times already. So frustrating.
Yeah, I guess that's a lot. I don't think about the prices of things. It's not my job to worry about that. That's the government's.
The only thing that gets upcharged more than insurance companies.
Yeah. All I ever think of when I think about is the government is, all the different trips and stuff that they write off. And even though laws got tighter a long time ago here in Canada and stuff, when it comes to the government, but come on, there's loopholes for all that stuff. And I just think of all the different things that they write off for their own income taxes. And they're so corrupt. They are. Doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter. Everyone is corrupt. Is just everywhere. Corruption. What are the bullets made of? What are the bullets made of?
Oh, because it cost so much. So she was so.
Oh, they're gold, of course. Yeah.
No, they're made out of taxpayer money.
Yeah, and we could stump there. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? What are the bullets made out of? Yeah, I don't know. Let's see here. Like I said, we weren't really gonna come on and do the live, and then I was like, yeah, you know what? We'll come say hi for a bit. Although my husband was sleeping soundly, and then he heard the live start, and then he got up rather quickly.
He didn't want to join. For anyone that's not a member, we did a members live on Monday night, and we had the pleasure of Mr. Steve Austin being our distinguished guest.
Yeah. Oh, that was pretty fun.
He said some good inside info about Sunny. So if you're not a member, join the membership, and then you can go back and watch all the members' lives.
I'm innocent until proven guilty. I'll never be proven guilty.
He showed bruises. He showed bruises that point to other answers than that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah! Happy birthday, Lacey.
Oh, sorry, Lacey. Like this brain here is like non-memory stuff. So
that was 24 hours ago. You told us.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I mean, my husband was holding back. Trust me, that guy. He's got always a remark for something, and he's very vocal. But I can see he was holding back yesterday, for sure, on certain things. Because he's kind of like me. You just kind of, say your thoughts, and like everyone. So sometimes people keep them quiet. There's other people like that say their thoughts out there, but sometimes that's not always a good thing. Thanks, guys. How long have you on? 45 minutes apparently. Let's see here. Fellow Connect member, but busy. Yeah, I usually listen and chat. Only sometimes. Hi, under your scars. How are you? Yeah. So I hope you had a good birthday, Lacey. So, I mean, I'm not sure, but maybe you can kind of give us a rough idea of what 65 feels like.
Hey, it's not over yet. Lacey's in the same time zone you are, so she's got a few hours left.
Yeah, well, I don't know why, but I keep thinking like today's like Wednesday or Thursday.
It feels like it should be.
I don't know. I mean, I wish it was. We're coming up to April Fool's Day, aren't we? Yeah. Should we fool you and say we're going to do a live and then don't?
Well, that's probably what John's doing to us. John was probably like, haha. No, okay. Because
Right.
Friday we'll go to join him, and he'll be like, "Oh no, that was an April Fool's joke."
Right. I told him, I think he said he had a tattoo appointment on April 1st, and I was like,
Yeah.
and the
Wait, no, April 1st is
Right.
Friday, right? No.
No.
Sorry, there's
No,
31 days
Saturday.
in March. I apologize.
30 days has September, April, June, and November.
Right.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. That Did you listen any more about that? About the Nashville one? I haven't. Like, I know that there was a manifesto.
Yeah.
With
I mean, I heard that there was a social media message, and and pictures and a possible second location. But I honestly have not. Well, I'm not. I mean, the victims break my heart because I mean the 3 kids were 9 years old. But
Oh yeah.
I saw I saw 2 of their pictures today.
I haven't even seen any of them. To be
And
honest.
but because there's no explanation for it, so it's just
25, such a liar. Lacey's trying to act like she's 25 still. Okay, Lacey. Oh, I'm 24 then.
somewhere between 25 and 65 is the truth there.
Yeah. Looking good for 65, but thanks. I feel like
No,
her nose
Lacey's
is
young. Look at Lacey there; she's young.
Yeah. We know, honey.
Maybe not
I was
25, but she's
gonna say no, honey. We only got old timers in here. Our graphical range is like, I think 45 to 65. Yeah.
I think that's the true crime community on YouTube mainly.
Let's all be 25. Happy birthday, everybody. Hello, 100 people. Beautiful people. Beautiful people. So whenever I see that, it's like that's what it reminds me of, that song. I don't know. So I don't know. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Honestly,
No.
I was contemplating what I was gonna do. I started off doing something, then I put out that video. That video gave me a headache. That one about the Tennessee Nashville one,
Not touching
So then
that
I
one.
then I went and held the bed down with my iPad. Then you sent me the
I
Brian
did share your
Kohberger.
video. I did share your video on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, right. So I should take it down. I don't care. Okay, I want to say something about that actually. First of all, I'm amazed that they actually put it out there where they actually showed the victim on the ground, even though I was like shocked. Okay. I mean, you guys got some things going on there in the United States because you would never see that probably in Canada. I'm amazed they didn't cut that part out, or at least, yeah. So, Kurt's, what is Kurt's again? Is his in June as well? No,
it's April.
Yeah, I was gonna say getting that time mixed up, but I want to say, I really like that guy that was like, "Come on, I need 3 of you. Come on, go. Come on, and he kept shoving this one guy, like, come on, get your butt in there. Let's go. And I think John, when I was talking to John, he's like, it's like Call of Duty, when you're watching it in a sense, isn't it? But yeah, I'm just saddened by that. Every time I turn around, it seems like there's a story about some sort of mass shooting. Like every other week, it seems like there's a mass shooting. And
yeah, well, there literally is.
Yeah, I was going to say there literally is. To ask, maybe you don't know the answer to this. What is the worst mass shooting that you've had in the United States?
I don't know about the worst. I think Las Vegas would probably be the worst and most in recent history.
Yeah, I was thinking about Las Vegas.
Columbine has to still be up there, I believe.
Yeah, Columbine. You guys think it's Columbine?
Right. I think Las Vegas is the most that I can think of in recent history.
Yeah.
Now,
Sandy.
if you're talking about schools, then yeah, I would say Columbine is still more.
Well, yeah.
Columbine was 1984.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Uvalde wasn't as many as Columbine, I don't believe.
Oh, Daniel says Uvalde for school.
Uvalde was horrible, and it always hits more when it's an elementary school, or middle school. Sandy Hook will always break my heart.
Uvalde weren't. That one was like a joke. That one was,
They didn't go in.
It took them forever. They needed someone like yesterday, or when did the one happen? Was it yesterday? I'm forgetting my days now. Was it yesterday or the day before that the Nashville, Tennessee one happened?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay. Wow. And I don't know. I remember the Uvalde one.
Yes, I've watched it.
That's. I honestly hate it when I see all the pictures that they put up there of the children. It's just so heartbreaking. But yet, by the same, it's kind of like a catch-22 because, so people can memorialize them and see, these victims of what happened. But by the same token, I hate looking at children being harmed. Was a big mass shooting at McDonald's in the 90s. I don't even know have we ever had a mass shooting in Canada? I know we've had shootings. Like there was one not that long ago where some guy was walking with the gun and freaking shooting homeless people. Uvalde was
Uvalde at 23. Wow.
Yeah, Uvalde. In my head as I was thinking about it, all I could picture was all these kids' faces going across.
So Las Vegas is the worst. 58.
Is that what it was? 58.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
And then the Pulse nightclub. Remember the gay club in Orlando?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was 49.
Yeah.
And then Blacksburg, Virginia. That was Virginia Tech back in 2007. And then Sandy Hook. That was 27.
Sandy Hook? Oh, you mean the one where jailer was pretending to be the uncle of the killer?
Right. And Keegan Klein was trying to look up pictures of the deceased.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I really can hope, honestly, my brain cannot comprehend how Richard Allen plays a part in all of this, where that tie-in is. The story. It's just a story. It's just a story. It's kind of with Nicola Bully and stuff like that. Obviously there's an autopsy. Hopefully that will come out, to alleviate the speculation that's, but it's very intriguing. It's very intriguing when you don't have, at least we don't, and they never gave any either. But when you have a person that just disappears, she's not on camera. They couldn't find her in the water. They literally, all their expensive resources didn't find her. 3 weeks later, she pops up, floating in the water for about a quarter mile before she was found. And that's when Jason Rothwell and his friend found or saw Nicola in the water. But something simple, but yet very interesting,
You're right.
And then they wonder why people speculate. But it's not like they were doing stellar work by by the information that they were feeding. Sonny, remember East Canada was the crazy guy dressing like RCM? Yeah, vaguely. You guys keep it over to the East Samanites. Go ahead.
Garrett Kurtz's hearing is April 3rd.
April. Oh, that's when it is. Okay, I saw someone say April 3rd earlier. Is that what they were talking about?
Oh, did they? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't see that.
No.
And
I just seen the date and I was like, why is this person putting April 3rd? But I chose to just move along from it because I was like, must be a private or different conversation going on.
And then we have the anniversary of Nicole Bowen this week.
All right, that's on the same day that we're doing the live on Jonathan's channel.
March 31st, right?
March 31st. Yep. March 31st.
But we will have a live later tonight, I believe, right? Because that's Friday night. But we will have a live later that night, though, right?
Yeah, we'll have a live as well that night. Because his is a whole different. Well, let's see here. Yeah, a couple hours. Oh, I'm yawning. Time to Frosty going in about 3 minutes here. Batman movie shooting 2 really got me. Hated going to movies after that. Hi, PJ. How are you?
Right. And I know there are only 44 people in here, but anyone that hasn't gone over to, if you don't know about like the case of Jacob Blackford, who's missing in Indianapolis, I believe he's a 14-year-old that was in the foster system and I believe ran away from home. So if you haven't watched my video on my channel for that, go over there and watch it and maybe share it because it's just got the basic information about Jacob's case and there's not a lot online about Jacob. But I've been speaking with a family member and just even though I don't believe he's been abducted, I believe he did run away, just trying to help share his story so that he can get out there and so maybe Jacob can come home.
Yeah. I shared that one on the community page and shared it to Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think was that on my iPad? I can't remember. I feel like I shared it around. Did I share it to my Facebook? I can't remember now. I was sharing different things.
I mean, Jacob, he seems like, he's a gorgeous kid and it just seems like he's not had the easiest of life and, hopefully he can find his way back to his foster family because they do seem to care about him. Aspen,
who is Jonathan? That's one that came up. The link was just up there. Well, let me just see.
Crime Scene to Courtroom is the channel.
Crime Scene to Courtrooms. Do I have it? I think I have it. Hold on, let me see. Pretty sure I have it on. Oh yeah, and I think is Daniel still on here? I'm trying to remember. Oh, looks like I'm typing in wrong. I'll go get it.
Here it is. I've got it.
Oh, okay. There's the drunk turkey one that came up there. But the other one, I think I have Crime Scene. Maybe I have CR. Yeah, thank you. I do have it in my Streamlabs as well. And that's the drunk turkey show's link as well. If you guys aren't subscribed, there's like 39 people in here. So if anyone hasn't subscribed, actually, we're like a couple away from 7,500 subscribers. Thank you, Britain. A lot of them are from Britain.
Excellent. Franco Joy, I'm not sure how long he was with this foster family. They did seem to care about him a lot. He's been in the system since his grandmother passed away. I'd have to look in my notes to see when that was exactly. But his birth mother does still have parental rights over him. He's just been, she was young when she had him and she was unable to take care of him. And so he's been in the system. I know he's been in more than the home that he left most recently. But from everything I've been able to see, the family that he was with most recently did care about him. And he also had brothers there. And then Jess Bevan, I didn't do a YouTube short on him. I put out a video yesterday, which, you'll see Jacob Blackford is the title of it. So, but if you could share it to your social media, especially if you're in Indiana, because this kid most likely is probably, for everything we know, out in Indianapolis on the streets right now, and so anyone in the Indianapolis area that would see this kid, just let someone know. So.
Yeah. Diamond Eyes, I'm not sure. I don't know what happens there. Why you wouldn't be getting the notifications for the Drunk Turkey show. Some things I just can't explain. They say to unsubscribe and subscribe. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, hey, this reminds me of something, or just something random. I was watching Pat Brown for a few minutes because she had
The profiler?
yeah, 3 grifters. And so she had on Madeline, the one that says that Julie says she's Madeline McCann, and then that Fia chick, and then Dr. Phil. So she was saying how she had been on the Dr. Phil show about 20 years ago, I think it was. And, she had to pay for her own flight there and whatever. And then she was supposed to kind of like start off the beginning of the show, she said. And anyways, so when it aired, of course, it's like she said, like that part was like totally cut out. And it was almost like that he was using the things that she had said at the end. And basically it was like she was just sitting there. But anyways, she said that Dr. Phil, when she was there, was like literally yelling at this dude, calling him names and everything. And she's like, I do not. She goes, I hate that guy. I do not. Like, they've asked me to come on a couple other times and I turned him down. She goes, he's a grifter. All he is about money. And he is so ignorant and rude to people. And I started, pardon?
His show's ending.
I remember him from Oprah. The only reason why he's so big is because of Oprah.
Right.
And I remember
with Dr. Oz and I did see that Dr. That I don't know how long the show's been on, but I did see that it's ending after this season, which is.
I guess, for me, I guess it depends. Like, each to their own, right? Give me money and I'll retire right now. Personally, I could care less about working still. I'd rather just sit there and listen to birdies chirp and throw a fishing rod in the water and. That be it. I'd be happy with that. But some people just like to continue working and whatever. So maybe it's time for him to perhaps enjoy a little bit of life, and retire. Did the Ellen show end as well?
Yeah.
That one ended, right?
Right.
You don't care for Oprah? Oh, I don't think she forgot where she came from. I love Oprah Shelley. Stop. Oprah's like my favorite person. That woman has done so much for so many people.
I love Oprah.
I don't think she forgot where she came from. I don't think so. To me, Oprah has done such. Oprah has done more than most people will ever be able to touch in their lifetime. To be honest with you, that's what I love about Oprah.
Oh, no.
And that's even what
she said no, I do.
Oh, go on. No. I don't care for Oprah. That's what you said, Jelly. I don't care for Oprah.
Oh, Tony. You don't get a vote because you're in New Zealand.
Yeah, Tony, you don't count. Your state doesn't count. But that's what I like about the Beast guy, too. I actually really like watching the Beast. I didn't know who the dude was, but I actually like watching the Beast because he just does so many, he earns a, crap load of money and stuff, but it's like I love watching the way he just gives it away and has these things where he just has games and gives people money. I think a lot of them are his friends though that are in that house usually. But yeah, no, I love watching him. I love watching anyone that literally just has wealth, takes that wealth, even if they don't have wealth, but in this case they have wealth, and then they do so much for so many other people because they didn't grow up with a silver spoon in their mouth, unlike some people that grow up with a silver spoon in their mouth. But yeah, I always love watching stuff like that. To me, it's like pay it forward, heartwarming.
I want to grow up like Gwyneth Paltrow. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
You want to make that stupid face?
So people are like,
I can't even do it.
And then you can be like, could everyone not point the camera right at Aspen?
I'm a spoiled little white bitch. Yeah.
I wouldn't say Taylor Swift and I are friends, like close
I would
friends.
say acquaintances. I would say that I'm more of a relative than Adam is. Mm-hmm. Right, Adam.
Right.
Yeah. And Tony, don't ever talk badly about my mom Oprah again, please. Don't really appreciate that.
You look just alike.
I don't believe she got where she came from. I'm the only one who doesn't like Oprah. Overrated. Alexa, go tape your mouth. Go tape it. Mm-mm-mm. Actually, go glue your fingers to your table or something. Don't type like that again, please. Highly overrated. She's not highly overrated. She got success because of all the good things that she's done, and people fell in love with her for her kindness. Yeah, where's Alexa? Come through that. Come here, Alexa. Ah, you guys, stop. Okay, Alexa or Oprah's like, if I had one person in me.
You know, people are gonna like her or they're not. Either way, I mean, she's not even on TV. You know, so if you don't like Oprah, you're not gonna like her, and if you love her, you're gonna love her. So thank you, Jess. I'll check it out.
She's not really one of those people that you like or love. You know, like some people you hate, like Donald Trump. Usually you like him or you hate him.
No, I've talked to a lot of people that either love or hate Oprah. You always get that with females. You don't get it with men.
Just like you guys don't talking about your guns and stuff like that. We're not talking about Oprah, okay? Oprah's off limits.
We can have as many guns as we want, as long as we don't talk bad about Oprah.
You know what was funny? This one day, I was like, "Oh my goodness, Harpo is Oprah spelled, backwards." So I thought I was like, does she know this? I'm sitting there going, do you think she knows this?
No.
And then this one day I'm watching a show and she goes, it always amazes me when people go, oh, did you know that Harpo is spelled Oprah? And I'm like, oh, so you did know? Okay. Because I didn't realize that I didn't know for a long time that she literally just spelled her name backwards. I thought I was like, oh, am I the only one that catch this? Yeah. Yeah, stop. All I'm seeing is Oprah's the greatest. Oprah's the best. I love Oprah. That's all I'm seeing. I believe Tony said it perfectly when he said, I wouldn't watch anybody else but Oprah when she was on. Hey, Carol. Oprah with... There you go. Did Oprah ever have Trump on her channel? I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, hey, let me ask you guys that. Do you guys like Harry and Meghan or no? Do you like Meghan and Harry? It come off. I don't know. I could care less about them.
Entitled. Spoiled.
Yeah, it's like whatever. I just want to take my foot and kind of like kick her down the road about 50 feet.
I used to like Harry. Yeah, I used to like Harry.
Same. I used to like. Well, yeah, I used to like Harry.
And I don't blame her. I'm kind of indifferent towards them. But
if you have Trump on your channel, I'm watching Gross. You know you love Trump. Stop it, Shelly. You love Trump, you love Oprah. Stop. I don't care for what they have to say. Yeah, they're really... I used to, back in the day when I worked at Eaton's, I would like always buy the Star magazine, which is like the Inquirer, and I'd always sit there and read all that gossip stuff, in there. And that it's just, they put on those titles on the fronts just to grab you, but it was the reason why I actually bought it was because they had the best crossword to do.
I'm not a fan of Harry and Meghan, but they're part of a lawsuit that's going on right now in the UK. against the parent company that makes the Daily Mail and a couple of other publications. And I was thinking about it when I was reading the story about this lawsuit the other day because of what's his name in the Nicola Bully case that got arrested.
Curtis Media?
Yes. And, you know, we have a YouTuber that gets arrested in the Nicola Bully case for, you know, whatever, you know, they're, you know, but then, you know, we have the parent company of the Daily Mail and all these huge publications. They're literally being sued right now for practices like impersonating people to get medical records, tapping people's phones, recording phone conversations and tapping into their phone, like live email. They hacked into emails.
Didn't they do that with Johnny Depp?
They've done it with a ton of a whole bunch of celebrities in the UK. And I was like, but I love that the, you know, UK police are like, no, Curtis Media, we've got to take you in.
I know.
But their real journalists are over here, you know, impersonating celebrities to get their medical records.
Right. I know. Right.
It seemed a little bit hypocrisy.
I know. Hypocritical. Yeah. I was actually watching Curtis Media a little bit yesterday, and there was this guy, and the channel is Audit Britain. That's it. Audit Britain. If you guys ever kind of want a good laugh about what he does, he basically goes around and records, and he goes typically usually to the police stations. And so it's one of those things, you know, when you know the law and that he knows the law and they don't know the law. And he basically is like, you just shut up right now. No, you shut up. You just shoot, go away. You know, stop talking to me type of thing, right? And it's actually quite comical to watch because it's like he knows the law, what he's allowed to do. And they keep trying to use a certain way to say that he can't, you know, like, well, you can't take pictures of the police station and this and that. And then they try to find a law that they can use to gag him, but which is the, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this word, terrorist word. And underneath that, you don't have to give your information, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So they keep saying it. Well, and repetitively in the different videos, it's like, just give us your information so we can look you up and then, you know, kind of like let you go. You can answer Carol. She wants to know what the Brady-Giglio thing is.
It's two different things. One, it's the Brady violation, and then there's also the Giglio rule. And they're both apply to things that could improperly, you know, put guilt on someone that's accused of something when there's evidence that, you know, it's complicated. But in this case, I believe that it means that, you know, that there was a police officer involved in the investigation that, you do know what Brady, so that's what it is, Carol.
Look, she asked, she's like, what's Brady-Giglio? Because she's been
and here I'm stumbling over my words, like, and I'm like, I know all about it, and I'm like,
I was gonna say when I seen Carol put that, I was like, come on, she knows exactly what it is. Yeah.
Right.
Grandma,
I knew you'd pick up on that. Tony
says, I know.
It's the name of his autobiography, I think.
Gagging grass. Look at that, Tony. Hey, Tony. Know what you're doing tonight. Actually, Tony, what time is it over there? Oh, she wants to know about the Giglio bit. Well, we kind of were giggling about different things. So if you go back through the live, you'll see. That's what Giglio bit was about. All right. I don't know.
A Giglio or Brady list is a list compiled usually by a prosecutor's office or a police department containing the names and details of law enforcement officers who have sustained incidents of untruthfulness, criminal convictions, candor issues, or some other type of issues placing their credibility into question.
I question you all the time. Are you a Giglio?
For the right price.
Tony, ante up. For the right price. All right. You ready to call it a night? Or you have anything else that you want to talk about?
No, I'm on my way to a party. I'm ready to call it a night. I've got plans.
Yeah, I got plans too. That bed's looking really good behind me. I just like to chill with my iPad sometimes, just listen to things or whatever.
Right.
One day,
Carol, are you saying you want a Giglio that looks like Stephen Avery? Because I've got a NASCAR jacket I could throw on.
Yeah. Let's just change up the letters a little bit. I'm just a gigolo everywhere I go.
Oh, I love how people think I'm exciting. No one wants to see me in leather and no Shelly, no date. Other than maybe Ashley Banfield clips on YouTube. Okay.
Right.
So I can hate myself.
Are we gonna do more tutorials for creators
on how to Giglio and be successful at giggling?
Oh, I know what I did want to.
Diamond Eyes. Diamond Eyes says, we are all 25 here, Tony. No gagging grannies.
Second. Let's see here. Login. Oh, stay there.
That's giving her a lot of credit, Tony.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to quickly show you guys because I was working on this back a few days ago on the merch site, you guys. So I kind of...
Who is that dude?
I know, right? Right? I don't know. That's a picture that they pop up there. That was cute. But anyway, so I revamped, in a sense, the design, a couple of designs, you guys. This one is like, it's a crime and shame, chasing evil. I've got it's basically like the flame, the racing kind of flame to it. So I designed that one, and it's in pink and blue, and it's in pink as well. It's in black.
Like that. Almost just in time for the Indianapolis 500.
So I designed those ones. Oh, it's in this one too. It's hard when you like different colors. That. Yeah. This is kind of keeping it simple, in a sense, simple, but good, so I just kind of did it in, like I said, a few different colors there. The notebooks, a couple notebooks, the hats are kind of cool.
Their hats have gotten a little better.
On there. I got to change the price on that one. I always obviously forgot to change them or something. Anyways, so I like these now because now we don't have to send it in. On the tumblers. Mm-hmm. I can just create them instead of having to wait for them to create them. Lexa, you need to Lexa, nice pink one there for you. Anyway, I don't know. I thought that was kind of sharp. Wait, hold on a second. Because I think, was that it? No, that gotta go to shop collection. Yeah, tumblers.
Carol, there might be a chasing. That might be the name of it, but I can't. But you're right. It's a good name.
I like the Chasing Evil. I'm surprised somebody has picked that name before. I mean, I've heard of Chasing Evil.
Isn't that what's their name? Isn't there a Chasing Evil on YouTube? I can't.
I don't know. I mean, to me, I think of it like an expression, right?
Of course, yeah.
I don't know, like Chasing Evil.
Right.
But yeah. So, whoops, 1 second. Sorry, guys. When I spend time doing this, you guys gotta look at it with me. So again, a little bit of a race flag there. This is our, actual like logo, for that. So, and then I put the thing like on the arm too. That always costs more when you put something on the arm.
I always like the arm though.
Yeah.
I just like a V-neck, and it's always hard to find a good V-neck.
Well, their V-necks are requestable.
Yeah, I know.
We do have V-neck shirts, but so again, this is like the hoodie.
I like the way it did Chasing Evil. That would be cool to do one with this like Crimey Shame in that.
Which one?
Staggered font. In the hoodie, how like it said Chasing Evil above it's a Crimey Shame. It'd be cool to have Crimey Shame in the in a design that had Crimey Shame.
Oh,
and Evil. Like if we did something else on a design just for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I love V-neck pants. They're my favorite.
Yeah. I mean, this stuff I left on here, you guys. That's like the beer man. I left like the hashtag line and stuff like that on there. I know it's not wintertime, but Hey,
hoodie. Hoodies always, people always wear hoodies.
Yeah, so I kind of left that stuff on there. There was a blanket I created, but I didn't like it. I didn't like how they made it. I mean,
did it have my face on it? Oh, Sonny, did you freeze?
Am I back?
You're back.
Oh, I don't know.
Or your lips are pixelating. That you're like.
Are they?
They were.
I was just doing that. I think. Oh, yeah. No, not gonna happen, Lacey. Well, I mean, sure. I will upload. I'll put my signature and upload the piece of paper with our signatures on it. Okay. Yeah. Sally, I just happened to see my phone light up. Thank you very much, you guys. Yeah, it's been. Thank you very much, Sally, for buying 3 cups of coffee.
Hey, Sunny. Oh, you know what time it is here?
Is it 11:11? Oh, make a wish, you guys. I wish for. Okay. Maybe a hug was for me. Maybe the hug was for me. What hug? You don't get no hugs. Hugs cost coffees. Right, Sally? Yeah. No, thanks you very much, Sally, for doing that. Appreciate that. Carol Crow. Anyways, yeah. So, anyways, check out the merch site if you have time. I went to go connect the merch store to the YouTube. They literally, when I tried it like multiple times, and then I sent off an email to, Fourth Wall there, and I'm like it's showing all stuff that I deleted. Like, why would it be doing that? Like, it should only be showing the stuff that I have public, not the stuff that I have archived. And not only that, but their prices are all wanky, as well. Like, their prices are actually more. And I'm like, and they're like say $27.16. What? Like, that's not what the site has them for. And so anyway, that was weird. Sorry. Or else, because you can add your your merch site too. YouTube, and then you can like put it on, and then it shows up underneath of your videos and stuff. Right. And they got to work that stuff out because you can't be having like old stuff that was taken down showing that that's, part of it. And then their prices, like, what's up with that? These weird prices. Like, they should be the same prices that there are in the store, not charging you more, But, anyways. All right, guys. I think we're going to call it a night. I didn't buy the coffee thing. I didn't buy coffee to wait. What did you say, Shelly? I didn't buy coffee today. Thing. It was someone else. No, it was Sally. If you thought I said Shelly, I said Sally. Sally Rumson. Sally Rumson. I always want to say Rumson. You understand where the rum's coming from, don't you? But I haven't had any of that. I haven't had any more colitis things going on, or I haven't had any more stomach issues yet. So maybe Freckled Joy, like, although when Freckled Joy said it, it sounded like if someone has alcohol issues, that's where they get that from. But I've never been one to have alcohol issues. But that could have been triggering it, perhaps, So, I mean, I haven't had, I'm not for sure, but, there was a few times there I was having that good old Captain Morgan there. So I haven't had any.
No, that couldn't be it.
I know. I don't want to think it's it. I want to enjoy some rum and Coke now and again. But with diabetes too. Look at me. This is so pathetic. I never had any health issues all my life. Up until like the last 5 years, like nothing, and it's like it comes full force at you, But the diabetes, honestly, that's my fault. And Chinese food, I like Chinese food, but like the diabetes, that's simply my fault. I should have took the warning when it was told to me that I was heading towards that.
You should probably just drink tequila. It doesn't have as much sugar in it.
Tequila, right? But it's almost like it comes full force. So, Lacey, you better hold on to that 25 until YouTube channel. Too much sugar in rum. Yeah. Write down what you eat in a day. Maybe you'll see what. Lacey, I'm too lazy to do that. Come on now. I know it's all fine and dandy until it's not fun and dandy anymore, right? Right. I know. My body is my temple. I just keep forgetting it is.
Carol, they told me growing up in church that would happen all the time, and it never did.
That what?
Carol said, or go blind. And I said, they told me that would happen in church all the time. Never did.
Right. Never did. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you're type 1, not diamond eyes, but yeah. Anyways, you guys, we're gonna head out of here. It's 1 hour, 30-minute mark. Thanks again to Sally for buying us some coffees here. I truly appreciate that. And as for
thank you,
Aspen and myself, we'll I mean, I might, depends what I'm doing tomorrow. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. But definitely we'll see you on Thursday, because Thursday is a high five.
Well, definitely I was showing Ray. I was showing Ray.
Because Thursday's the Kagan Klein thing. Friday will be on Crime Scene to Courtroom. That's Adam. Do you still have that link handy to pop it one more time?
Yeah. And while I'm doing that, Tony, whatever 4 channels are pushing that, I don't know why, because the name of the DoorDash driver was literally released in the search warrants for DoorDash, and law enforcement interviewed the DoorDash driver, and like I said, his name is publicly out there. So I don't know how anyone can claim Brian Kohberger is the DoorDash driver. That's
I'm calling what's the word I want to use?
Ignorant.
I'm calling writing a case, like beating a dead horse. That becomes, when people start doing all that stuff, honestly, that's just about clicks and views. That's all it is. It's someone riding off Idaho saying, hey, I want clicks and views. It's when you start coming out with all that crazy stuff, and all you're doing is just making up crap about Kohberger and all those different things so on. That's the stuff that probably sickens me the most. It's one thing to talk about intelligent stuff, that's actually prevalent to the case properly. And then it's another thing when all these like hokey pokey, like I said, let's yeah, you know what? Let's say an alien ship dropped down and picked up Tony today. I think we can get some clicks and views off that.
Remember the first one of the first Idaho press conferences, and there was like an actual reporter in the press conference, and wasted one of the 5 questions that got asked by saying, "Are we sure that this is not a unaliving, self-unaliving?"
Yeah.
And you're like, no. You're like, with what murder weapon? Because you can't unalive someone and then unalive yourself and get rid of the murder weapon.
Right.
Sorry.
As for I let me put Shelly. I've seen Miracle Hearts. I don't really go to other channels, but I have seen Miracle Hearts in other channels. So who knows? Don't know. I know Miracle Hearts is around. I haven't seen Miracle Hearts in here, but who knows why? I'm not, like I said, whatever her reason, whatever. Let me put it this way: when you see someone but you don't really see them in here, either they're hiding but Miracle Hearts was always in here, so don't ask me why. Don't know.
I know that Miracle Hearts was having some stuff. I don't know. Or maybe I'll email her. Maybe I'll email her. Or maybe her and Austin ran off together and they're living happily ever after.
Austin's been in there. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. Don't know. Either people show up, they show up. If they don't, they don't. No, I don't know.
No one could ever. No one. That's impossible. No one could ever get offended.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about everyone that takes offense to the tiny space. I don't know. I don't want to speak for Miracle Hearts. Miracle Hearts used to come in here, and now she doesn't. So maybe I blew wind to the air or farted too hard or something. And who knows? Who knows what offends people nowadays? Doesn't matter.
I mean, Deb's basement's been locked a long time. Maybe
Yeah. Now if I didn't see Deb and Tony around, I probably.
Well, no, I remember, Deb's been on vacation. Think of all those poor people that have been locked in her basement.
Yeah. I mean, and our problem is that we're not chaining up people to force them to stay. Maybe we should incorporate that into the future.
As much as they ask us to.
People come, people go. It's the way of life.
Speaking of, I gotta go.
Yeah. Like I said, you never know.
And then other people like Ray Jones or like a cold sore stuck on your face that just won't go.
Ray Jones.
I'm kidding, Ray.
You could knock him down and he'll bounce right up. He's like that abominable snowman dude. Yeah. My thing is that I just come to learn that people come, people go. It's just the way it is. Simple as that. They might like you one day and not like you the next. It's just the way it goes, right? Either way, we'll just do our thing, and like I said, some people go and new people come.
I keep a list.
Yeah, but so I'm not really ever sure what happened to Miracle Heart. So, I don't want to speak for her, but it usually says something when you see someone all the time, and then you're not seeing them, but you see them in another chat.
Maybe they just went on vacation.
Maybe they went on a vacation away from us. Yeah, I think it was Shelly. I think Shelly offended Miracle Heart somewhere along the way. Yeah, I forget where. Anyways, I'm not gonna get a gray hair over it. Again, they want to come back. They know where the door is. Next time though, I might lock it.
After they come in.
Yeah. Maybe you left her on the. Maybe. Did you ever think about that?
Oh wait,
Did
we check for all of the? Did we check to make sure all the passengers were back on the plane?
Is that
And
where?
all of the,
I feel like
have we
that's where
been
Deb and
leaving?
Miracle Hearts were like fighting for like that wing spot out on the
Have we
wing.
been
Maybe we
leaving
got kicked out.
passengers around the world accidentally
Yeah.
when we take back off?
Right. Like Deb, Miracle Hearts was probably trying to get out to the wing. Deb tripped her. She went flying overboard. No parachute. Probably ended up
I don't think
splat.
there's an aviation rule about checking the passenger log every
No.
time you fly.
Yeah, no. I mean, in fact, there's no pretty much rules on the plane. I mean, even
No.
when I say don't smoke on it, you can smoke.
Right.
Not
I
gonna
mean,
kick
that
you
literally
off.
the only sign that we have in the cockpit says YOLO,
Yeah, right. Where you go,
and
we
don't
go.
touch this button, but we don't know what that button does.
Do you think maybe Miracle Hearts was in the toilet when we let it flush out through the bottom of the plane?
The Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
Or Alcatraz.
True. Oh, did
Miracle
we forget
Hearts,
about
are you
Alcatraz?
stuck at Alcatraz?
We'll come back and get you when your corpse is ready just for the story.
All of those people are where that lake is that you try to go fishing at.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, and I still think it's Deb. Deb chirped. Actually, Deb's not in here, is she? So we can
Boy,
sit there and say it was Deb.
That 3 minutes turned into 40 minutes real quick, didn't it?
It sure did. Okay, we're totally leaving now. Yeah.
I just noticed that.
Yeah. But Shelly, feel free to change your name to Miracle Hearts. Just just so I feel like Miracle Hearts is back here. Yeah. You can do that. I'll let you do that. Yeah. Anyways, all right, you guys.
We will see you all, I would assume, Thursday.
Yeah. Fanta or Coke? Which one do I want to dawn on my
In honor of Johnny Depp, Coke.
Absolutely. Fine. Fanta, you go down. Get in this group. That was that's crazy. How does a lake go missing? How does a lake go missing? Okay, literally. I'm Blake. Yeah. Anyways, you guys, have a great night. Take care.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks again to Danielle and all you guys for joining us today. And thank you again, Sally, for the coffees. And see you guys soon. Take care, guys. Boom, 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 boom.